Yo, what's the deal, y'all? Damn. These these lives, you never I ain't gonna say you never know when it start. It's like a delay. At least on our end. So sometimes I'm a little late to the party my damn self. Obviously y'all can see I'm damn near 15 minutes late. Trying to set this up. Wanted to do something a little different. Um Being though most of my videos is from the car. Rich, what's the deal? Unique. Um I said let me switch it up. And if this joint boom, we can look forward to more lives in the vehicle. We'll see how it go though. It's kind of a little quirky thought that I had. How everybody doing? How everybody weekend is going so far? We got some topics we gonna get to. We gonna touch on. We definitely getting some people up in here. What is the deal? How is the visual on this? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We expecting some rain, so it might get a little dark over here. If it get too dark, I'm gonna stop the live. But if it's just like dim, because y'all don't need to see my face to hear my voice, then we can still rock out. Because it's definitely about the rain. I don't know if it's going to pour or what. But is it looking good over here? Nice and clear. Okay. What's the deal, peoples? We haven't talked live in about 2 weeks. So I got some topics I want to touch on, y'all. And I'm not in the friendly confines of the indoors, so I had to take some notes. Because I don't have everything. I don't have everything that I usually got. Let me just adjust this camera though and make sure it's right. I don't want to mess with the volume either. I don't want to mess with the volume. Let's see if this helps. I want to make sure we get the... Did that stop the shaking? Let me know. What's the deal, y'all? We gonna rock out. It's gonna be what it's gonna be on this one. Yo, I tell you, you see some strange stuff. Okay. You see some strange stuff in Philly. It's a grown man walking up the block, like just regular guy, wearing a whole female leg. A whole female leg. I don't understand. I mean, people gonna do what they do. Y'all know me. Live and let live when it comes to, but he's like a guy doing it. He's not even like a drag or, y'all know what I mean. He not knowing no, I ain't gonna go there. Y'all know what I mean. He's like, he looked like me, but dressed, but wearing a thing. Like, he looked like a guy doing it, but that's crazy. To each his own. But let's get to these topics. Let me see what y'all talking about, though, in this comment section. Who we got up in here? We got Linda. Is that Guinea or Jenny? What am I doing? Y'all know I'm blind as a bat. To even attempt to read that was crazy. All right, so I said what's up to Rich. I said what's up to Unique. Blaze Bradley, I appreciate you, bro. Guinea, as I'm pronouncing that right. Linda, hello. And so I asked my crush out 3 weeks ago. And she's still thinking about. Well, look, I'm going to tell you this. The last thing you want to do is stress about it. If a chick is taking that long, bro, and I don't know your situation and I don't know who your crush is, but one thing I always tell you guys or suggest to you guys, because I don't have all the answers. Y'all know I keep it real. One thing I always suggest to men, young and old, is that women like on impact. And do I mean when you first walk up to her and say hello? No, I mean impact. Once you make that impression, women know what they like. now more than ever. So 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Come on now. Seem like she's stalling. But the last thing you want to do is stress out about a woman, whether she a crush or not. I would be firm, be assertive, ask her out again, and this time, be you might have to be more assertive. You know what I'm saying? And I can't turn my AC on, y'all, because for one, it'll shake the camera, and for two, it'll be too loud. So don't mind, y'all. I might be sweating in this joint a little bit. It's a warm day in Philly. But the last thing you want to do is stress over a chick, bro. And like I said, women like on impact. They really do. I really believe that, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And y'all instances with the opposite sex. Women know. I know it's women out there that know if they want to have sex with you when they meet you. Whether you go out on a date with them or not. It's women that know these things just off the rip. Now, like I said, it ain't like when you say hello or it ain't that instant. But once y'all talked on the phone, text back and forth, she got to see you, your ghost or whatever. Women know when they like you. That's why I hate when I hear guys, and that's one of the topics, when I hear guys say I gotta grow on her and she gotta get comfortable with me and stuff, which is true to an extent, the comfortability part, that's true. But all that growing on a woman, nah, she know if she like you from the rip. She know if she gonna let you between her legs from the rip. She know all these things. What women do, and I'm not making this a bashing women topic, but I'm saying what a lot of women like to do is play games with certain men. If they see you not assertive or they see you moving kind of in a mild fashion, they'll use that to their advantage and have you in the weeds as a backup plan and as a guy that if I'm bored or a guy that I could tell my problems to and all that. Don't be that guy. Don't stress over no chick. Shit. 3 weeks is long enough. What it is, like I said, I don't know you from a can of paint or her from a can of paint. She realized that she's your crush. So she's using that as leverage. It's like he gonna like me no matter what. So if I take a month, oh well. If I do this, oh well. You can't give no woman no leverage or not even give, because there's no game to be played. You just gotta move assertive when it comes to women. Because nowadays these women are savages, all of them, the cute ones, even some of the nice ones. They're savages because they listen to their girlfriends, their followers. So if they find out that their girlfriend got over in the way, they'll try to use that on men in their life. It's just a fact. So when dealing with women, man, you gotta be assertive. You don't have to be overly masculine and macho, especially if it's fake. You want to be yourself. But you want to let her know, listen, I'm trying to see what's up. Like, there's no give me 3 weeks and all that. Man, that's not a thing with these chicks. They want to meet you today, go out with you tomorrow, take a flight with you in 3 days, marry you next month. That is women. They all these things. This stuff comes quick with women. They want to have you in their life. Like if they really like you. Now if they don't like you, all that stuff takes time. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just one of them things. But we gonna get into it. I just want to get to y'all messages before we start really talking. August, the lion rise. I agree, man. What you, a Leo? I'm a Leo too. What they say, Leo season. It's Leo season, y'all. Okay. You in Philly too? All right. What part, bro or sis? Rick said degeneracy. Facts. Where we at? Dylan, what's the deal, bro? Appreciate you for being on here. Can you get a shout out? Yeah, most definitely. Listen. If you're new here, hit that like button and state where you from. But definitely shout out to Dylan. or see people with that Dylan name, there's a couple ways to spell that. So I hope it ain't Dylan or Dylan but that's Dylan to me. So let me know, because Dylan could be spelled with an I as well. So just let me know. I'm your neighbor, your dog barking. Okay. Where we at? Black, what's the deal, bro? What's happening, man? Just another day in the neighborhood. Just another day in the neighborhood. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. June, July, August said, I'm trying to stay single. Now, what you define trying? You having a hard time with your solitude? What's the deal? You got women on you, and it's hard to keep them away? What is it? What's the deal? And don't mind me if I'm yelling, y'all, because I am pretty much outside, so I gotta kind of raise my voice and stuff going on out here. So you got cars riding past people. So Jesus is most certainly came. Jesus most certainly loves you. Genesis, how you doing? South Georgia in the house. Okay. That's what's up. But I wanted to get to a few topics, y'all. I wanted to get to a few topics that we touched on. I like y'all raw feedback. I like hearing what y'all got to say and what y'all think in real time. So last week was a busy week, video-wise. I think I brought out a video every day. I didn't even skip a day. And we touched on some topics that stirred up some comments, and I wanted to touch on those in no specific order, because I did a video on women liking to compare themselves to men for being single. If you haven't seen the video, watch it. I think I did it. I think that video came out Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. And a lot of people will say, well, what you mean by that? And I swear I'm going to get to y'all comments. I just want to get to this point, and I'll read y'all comments as I go. I got to get better with y'all comments. I know that. Y'all been telling me. People in my life been telling me I got to get better with reading y'all comments in real time, and I'm going to get better with that in short order. But real rap, y'all. You ever run into a woman, or you see women on social media, on YouTube, whatever, and they like to say things like, why are men down in single women, single mothers? They act like they didn't have men. They say us men like to act like we didn't make mistakes in our past. Men act like they don't have baby moms. Even the ones that don't got baby moms have exes, which were mistakes. But they give us so much grief for dealing with distasteful men, having 2 baby fathers, hell, even 1 baby father. Men like to be hypocrites and say these things or whatever. I ain't going, it's simple. Y'all know where I'm coming from, right? And they like to, kind of put the shoe on the other foot and tell us about ourselves. Well, you not with your baby mom. You made mistakes. Should I condemn you for being a single baby father? Should I condemn you for not being with your ex-wife? Should I condemn you for not being with your ex-girl or whatever the case may be? And while it sound good on the surface, because like that is a good rebuttal. Women, we do shame a lot of single moms. We do shame a lot of women that ain't with their ex or whatever. We don't shame them, but it's kind of a notch on they, or whatever. It's kind of a knock on them or whatever, right? But here's the thing. Well, a lot of men, because I don't want men to falter to that. I don't want men to be like, they got a point. You know what? I'm going to stop shaming women with a crazy past. I'm going to stop shaming women that got 3 baby fathers and she ain't with none of them. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop that, or what have you, right? The fact of the matter is, it's different, fellas. We got to really, sometimes we got to use our logicness. We really do. Because it ain't all created equal with these women. We know how it usually go. And how that story usually goes is, women are willing participants in bad behaving men. Women attract bad behaving men. Women love bad behaving men. They do. I don't care what any woman says. Is it all women? No. But no woman can take me off that stance. I done been around to the point where I know this to be true, fellas. And a lot of you guys got to realize it to be true, because they go around like it's like a myth or is a slogan or is a claim to fame that men like to use. No, it is. I know good women that like bad men. So that's how deep it is. And when I say bad men, I mean, he might not be a bad person, but bad guys that have habits, traits, drug addiction, problems with staying out of jail, problems with getting a job. I'm not saying bad people, because people like to push what I say all the way to the ledge. They be like, well, that don't make them a bad person. No. Women attract guys that don't have the best reputations of most, right? This is what they attract. It's different for men. And this is the part that women don't realize, because women think it's contrary. Women think we like whores. Let me just tell y'all what women think we like. Women think we like scandalous women. Women think we like boosting women. Women that like to steal from Walmart. They think that we think that's sexy. Women think that we like whores. They think that we like women that walk around provocative. We don't. And we got to start pushing that. We got to start letting women know. We really don't like that. Here's the difference. It's more of a fantasy for us. We gravitate towards erotic women for the fantasy of it. That's it, because we like sex. I think that's well documented. Men like sex. Men like eroticy. Men like risqueness. We just do. It is what it is. But we don't gravitate. What we do with those type of women is use them for sex and send them back to wherever they came from. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all love on women that act like that. But me, not saying I do it now or ever done it. I'm just saying, if I was out here in the mix and I met a woman that I found distasteful, but I was attracted to her, I'm going to do what I do with her. But I'm not going to invite her here, come with me here, meet my family. I'm not. I'm going to use you for what you are. You are for pleasure, and that's it. And most men that I know agree with that sentiment. Most men. Obviously, we're not talking to the simps, but most men, as far as, okay, he's not a simp, but he's just irrational. Or he's just a horn dog to the point where she gave him some good yams and he don't care about her bad behavior. There's men out there like that. I gotta admit to it. But your average man, we don't gravitate towards thieving women, alcoholic women, women that got a fucking criminal background, women that tote weapons and all this stuff. Women do. And I'm not gonna say it's right or wrong. It is what it is, because this ain't modern. I believe our parents was like this. I think my mom liked it bad, distasteful men. This been going on. So we got to be real to what exactly it is. Speaking to the point, as far as us shaming single mothers and bad women that got, that's not with their exes or whatever, that's why it's different. Because what happens with men, while men is leaving mothers to be single and leaving their exes and getting divorced from their wife, because what usually happens is women pull wool over men's eyes, fellas. She was one way in the beginning, and then she starts showing her true colors. Or she wasn't that, and the relationship got so lethargic that she turned toxic. This is usually why men leave women alone. Women leave bad men alone because it's like, oh, it's not because he's bad. I know I'm double talking right now, but I'm trying to get this point across. It's not because he's a bad guy. They leave them alone because they get tired of the BS. Or they like, we've been together this long and you still not stepping your game up. When you going to stay out of jail? When you going to start taking care of your kids? When you going to get a job? That's why women leave bad men alone. Not because they bad men. Because it's like, I've been with you all this time, you need to whatever. When they should have went in seeing all these distasteful ways and saying, well, if he was this way when I met him, he's going to be this way no matter what. And leaving that man alone. No, they like it. They along for the ride. They like that it's a rush. Women don't like boring guys. And being a jailbird is endearing to women. A lot of women, I swear to God, they don't necessarily want that guy to be in jail. But if he got to check a pass, oh, no worse for the wear. If he did this, did that, and it's passed, oh, I still like you, though. I'm turned on by it. Women get turned on by that stuff, fellas. They do. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if people be like, it's not that simple. It is very that simple. It's that simple. Like, we got to keep it a buck. So that's why I figure I put it out there that it's not a double standard. It's contrary. It's contrary to what's real. These women act like we like, they think we like distasteful women, and we don't. We use them. Just because you see distasteful women on every social media, social platform, in the front, the video vixen, she's a whore, but all the guys are standing around her. That's more of for the illusion. That's for the illusion of the erotic nature that we seek. I'm going to keep it a buck. Men ain't marrying and wifing sluts. Regular guys don't do that. I'm sorry. We use them for sex, and that's it. And we barely doing that anymore because it's like, you know what I mean? But I rambled on a little bit on that one. We don't hold them type women near and dear. We don't say, I want you to be my girl now because you got a back tattoo. We don't do that. We don't do that. Now, I will say younger men, there's a difference because younger men have illusion and they misguided and they haven't lived a life. So I could see a 19-year-old or 20-year-old young man dealing with a chick just because she got a king cobra on her back. I can actually believe that. Yo, she got this crazy back tattoo, yo. I'm going to knock her up. It's young bullshit. It's young bullshit. But we don't, like, rational men, young or old, don't sit there and use that. They say, you know what? Damn, I wouldn't mind having a night with this joint. Shit, all right, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to hit her up and make something happen. I'm going to see what's popping. And that's it. And if it's good enough, they spin the block and come back to fuck one more time. But it's no, I want you and I want you to be my... Women tell jailbirds, I want to have your kid. That really happens. Women tell guys in halfway houses, I want you to be mine. And I'm not casting no shadows because I've been there. I've been in all these places that I'm talking about. But the facts is the facts. We can't lie about it. I know you don't have no job, but I want to marry you. Women really says these things. So who's lying here? You know what I'm saying? This is true stuff that goes on every day. I know you're a thief and you get your money by boosting and stealing stuff, but I want you to move in with me. This is really happening. We gotta be real to who wants who. Men ain't wifing distasteful women. Women are gravitating towards distasteful men, and then boo-hooing when it don't work. Us, not saying it's right or wrong, get wool pulled over our eyes by distasteful women. Then we leave them alone. Once we find out they hoes or bitches or unruly. That's how it happened. And I don't mean to come off in the way, but I gotta get this message through because forget what women think. They're gonna think some dumb stuff anyway. Guys, we can't falter on that. Man, we need to stop shaming women because we hypocrites. We not with our BMs. We not with no, we know the story. We know why we not with our BMs and wives and exes. It was a behavior problem. That's usually. I'm not saying sometimes guys leave because they did something unruly. Obviously, but we gotta speak to the majority of usually how it go. We leave women alone because we look at them different when we see behaviors that we didn't think existed or we thought was mild and they became larger than life. That's why women get left alone. Not because Man, I met her and she told me that she was a booster, but who would ever thought that she would have turned out to steal from my house? And now women get stuff stolen from them and stuff. They met the guy. Yeah, I was a known thief in North Philly. Yeah, I used to steal from everywhere. And then, oh yeah, you can move in and come home to no living room set. That's real stories that happen. This ain't me being hyperbolic. That is real stories that happen all the time. Who would have thought he would have stole from me? The motherfucker told you he was a thief. You loved on him. He had you doing cartwheels. He had you in your mind and in your emotion. Women like an emotional roller coaster type of guy. And I'm not knocking it because I think there's some truth to it, but I'm not going to sit here and stand by it and be like, well, that's just women. No, they make bad decisions and then say, well, I'm not with him. They usually lie and say he was this and that. You know, like when there wasn't no unruliness, like the guy wasn't bad, they'll just say, we grew apart, or they'll say he had to go because he wasn't getting his shit together, or he wasn't making no commitment, stuff like that. They try to butter it up, but most of the time it go the way I said. You know what I'm saying? It go that way. I know it's too much data on this stuff. That's why when people go against what I say, I be like, wait a minute. Because it's like, it's too many examples of it. It can't be a coincidence no more. It can't be it's just some women or that happens a little bit of the time. It happens all the fucking time. It happens all the time. What's up, bro? I ain't even see that, John. Yeah, we touching on different stuff in this joint. There's no real topic. We just going over topics that was brought up within the week last week. Ron, what's up, bro? What's the deal? You called live for once. I'm glad you're here. Hit that like button, y'all. Can y'all hit that like? Hit the like button. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Who is this? Aaron? No, Murphy. You know what, Murphy? This is the first time I did it in the car, so I'm trying to switch it up. Usually I'm indoors. Usually I'm inside, but I switched it up this time to see how it go, because most of my videos is from my car. So just to give it, you know. Where we at? Where we at, y'all? Yusuf is in the building. What's up, Yusuf? I'm glad you're here, man. Yeah, when they realize ain't no fixing them. That's exactly what it is. It's like, damn, it ain't, you know, and then they want, and I'm gonna get into that, because that's another topic, y'all. They be wanting, you know, people to go with the sob story, and I'll be like, man, I'm not gonna condemn you for it or nothing, but I'm not gonna be patting you on the back. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh, charge you to the game, I guess, or guess you picked wrong that time, huh? Something like that. I'm gonna make light of it. I'm not saying no, oh my God. You know, like I said, I ain't gonna say too much because that's another topic that we're gonna get into. But I'm not gonna be like, man, that bastard, that sick son of a bitch really put you through all that. I'm not saying that to no hoe. I'm not saying that. I'm be like, damn, for real? Shit. That's how I would react to it. I'm giving y'all real time. This is how 1Deep215 would react to a chick telling him, oh yeah, man, my ex was a piece of shit. He did this and that. This is me in real time. I'm be like, what? For real? Shit. Damn. That's how I was gonna go. I'm not gonna be like, what? And I don't care if I want to put, because y'all gonna be like, well, if you want the pussy real good, you going really, nah, I ain't going, like, it's gonna be very mild. Because I know how this go. Come on. Not like ship off the whole block. You was along for the ride. willingly, and shit went left. Like, all right, we know how it go. A lot of chicks be wanting to say like they wear that shit like a badge of honor though, yo. Y'all ever run into a chick that talk about how dog she been? Cause I've been cheated on. They be saying that shit like it's decent. I be like, bitch, don't you know I'm right here? Don't you know I have a sound mind and a logical spirit? You telling the wrong cat. Like, there's nothing wrong with telling because your past is your past and that's part of who you are. But when they talk about it like it's decent, because they want to be like, I've been through, ain't nothing you can tell me type women. They want to be them type chicks. I haven't already been. My ex, he smacked me 3 times, so I know what this like. I had to call the cops like 4 times on my last guy, and I'm like, damn, all this trauma. Whew. Yeah, I know what you're going to be to me. I know what I'm going to make you to me. Recreational only, fellas. Recreational only. Because they talk about this stuff to be down, to make it seem like I done been through the mud. Bitch, you like being ran through. You like being driven through the mud. A lot of them like that shit. Like, that's another one. A lot of women like being cheated on. A lot of women like being, I ain't going to say nothing about domestic violence, because that's just another story. I do believe some women like that to an extent, but I'm not even going to touch that. Women like being, and then he threw a rock through my window, but after I got back with him, he going to do that shit again and all that. I'm like, bitch, don't you know I'm just sitting back projecting like a motherfucker? Don't you know I'm just doing that? Whether I'm right or wrong for it. I just don't like women that wear that shit like a badge of honor. Leave something to the imagination. Experience doesn't look good on women. It don't. They need to stop leading with all these things they've been through. They got to stop that. I mean, they don't have to stop, but y'all know what I mean. That shit don't look good when you run into a woman that been dogged and ran through the mud so many times that you can't keep up the count with. It's like, you want to lead with that? You sure you want to tell me that? Because I might do the same thing to you. I got to keep it a buck. I'm getting the idea that I might want to be number 3 to do that to you. I'm keeping it a buck, y'all. And y'all know I'm all about positivity, but I'm also about realness and thoroughness. So the positivity is one thing, but we got to be real within ourselves. We see these chicks for what they are, and a lot of times it be their own doing. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. They just want to be part of it. A lot of women. That's another point I want to touch on briefly, because I got some, all right, I want to get to it. Like, women got to stop wanting to be dudes. I did that. I already did that. Oh, I did that. It's like, what? Whether it's true or not. They say these things like, it's like we look at them better. We don't. We look at them like, damn, why is you even single? If you did all that stuff and you've been to all these places, why am I here? Like, damn. There's just a lot. It's the rationale in me, y'all. And I know your average man probably don't think that deep into it, but I'm sorry, I do. Because it's like, come on. 1 + 1 is 2 all day for me. 1 + 1 ain't 4. It ain't. So usually when you hear this stuff, it's usually going to end a certain way. Or it's usually going to be a certain way. I ain't even going to say it's necessarily going to end. It's going to be a certain way with a woman that talks like that. Just know. It's going to be a way that you're going to be like, oh, I could have seen that coming. I could have seen it coming. That's facts. She think, what's the deal? I got an ex on my line begging me to come back in 5 years. So y'all been broken up for 5 years and she wants you back? Let me know, G. I'm young and still wouldn't date a woman with tattoos or piercings. That's that. Listen. And let me get on that real quick, Black. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, that's Black, right? McKnight, yeah. There's nothing wrong with a woman having, this is just me. I'm not saying you go by that boat, but just mentally, there's nothing wrong with a woman with tattoos and piercings. Now, here's the thing. A high quantity of tattoos is a red flag. Does it make that woman bad? No, because I know women with 10 tattoos that aren't bad people. Overall, let's say it for the people in the back that think I'm saying just because you got a tattoo, you bad. No. Overall, though, 14 and 15 tattoo women and big sleeve wearing women are very masculine. I'm just telling you. They're not feminine. Just because she got her weave done and she got her feet done, that's not feminine. She ain't going to have a feminine mindset. She's very much so the woman that likes to lead. Now, she's going to be feminine when you dicking her down and making her happy. You give her all your money. She'll be feminine for that. I'm just talking about just in regular, everyday life. She's not a feminine woman. She's a woman that's going to get loud, raise her voice at you, say shit. It's just the truth. But speaking generally, women with 2 tattoos, 3 tattoos, even 4, whatever, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But these women be getting big, incredible hawk tattoos, and that is a masculine trait, and it is a trait, let me keep it real with y'all, and it is a sign of a traumatized woman. I don't care what nobody say. Women that ain't themselves up that much, been through a lot of men, usually, or been through a lot of trauma with men, or just that type of stuff. It is psychological, and I'm not a doctor. I have no PhD in nothing. But the soundness in me just screams that. It just does. Your average woman ain't doing all that. She's not putting all that. The only woman that ain't traumatized or masculine, the only other sign that it is for a woman that seeks attention very high. I give you that. So let's say she's not traumatized. She haven't been with a bunch of guys. Let's just say that, okay, she got 14 tattoos, but she's not that. And she's not a woman that is very masculine. She know how to be feminine. You don't have to put her in her femininity. She's just feminine. Okay, that's fine too. Then the third option, the only other option, is a woman that seeks attention and eyes. That is true. There's one of those 3. It ain't, oh, I'm just into art and all that. Bitch, you better be a biker chick with all them tattoos. You better ride a Harley. You better. Don't just be no regular bitch. Don't tell me you're a CNA, but you just happen to have 15 tattoos. That's bullshit. You seek eyes and you very sexual or whatever. That's what tattoos scream. One of the 3 or all 3. All 3, man, the trifecta. If she's all 3 of those things, man, you got yourself a hell of a chick. Move cautiously with that one. If she all 3 of them things, where did you meet her? You know what I'm saying? But that's what tattoos and piercings, like I said, there's nothing wrong. Women that got like other body parts pierced besides their ears, it's a red flag. Do it make them bad women? No. But like if they got that thing that hang right here, or they got their nipples pierced, or they got their tongue pierced, it is a red flag. But do it mean she's an automatic like exit stage left? No, you obviously get to know her. When I say red flags, that means just put your antennas up. That don't always mean leave the bitch alone. Because there are there are small like nuances with people. You don't know what people's background is or why it happened or how it happened. So you got to give them that much grace. But we got to be logical, fellas. We got to be logical. There's too many men that's going with a narrative like, oh, well, that's just women. We got to stop that just women shit. None of this shit that women is doing is normal. None of this hierarchy and women move this way is not normal, fellas. So we got to be real about that. We do. And that's the honest to God truth. And that's why I make videos like I make. I don't make them to demean women. I don't make them to break up happy homes. I really enjoy the sanctity between man and woman. I believe in marriage. I believe in unionizing a couple. But it ain't, right now, it's not that time. Stuff is so messed up that it's hard to believe in that. Traditionally, I do. It's a sad, like, it's sad that I gotta spew all this. Because for real, it should be a level of respect and decency amongst society. It's not. So, men is scared to say it, so I say it. I'll be sassy to the general public of women. Let them, because I don't care about none of them. So, for me, it's no blip off of me. A woman emailing me saying you doing too much. You making men think like pimps. You making men think women are all bad. No, I'm not. I'm giving game to the young men and to the men of age that just ain't been out there. That's what I do. This ain't to demean women. None of this stuff is to demean women, really. It's not. It's to give guys an understanding. Yeah. Tex, what's up, dog? Soul Mix, what's up? Um, okay. Oh, yeah. He smacked me up, but I got back with him. And then he smacked me again. But the third time I got back with him, when he did it the third time, I had to leave him alone and all this whole foolishness. And my thing is, do what you do, because love, you don't know what somebody's bond is. But my thing is, I'm not patting you in the back. I'm not saying they're there. You was along for that chaotic ride. You liked it. Your pussy probably got wet to it. Let's keep it a buck. When he locked you out of that crib and said, bitch, get the fuck off my steps, you said, oh my God, I love him more. Let's keep it a buck. What it is they don't like that men, some men know women at a high level, and when they spread it out to other men, he's the bad guy. That's what it be. That's what it be. Because a lot of stuff, bad stuff that guy, I ain't gonna say we, that men do to women, women like it. That's another, I ain't gonna say secret. That's another one I'm gonna spread with you guys. I'm not saying go out here and be bad to women, but the stuff, the vulgar stuff that women go through, they like it. They like you more for it. They like you more when you ignore their phone calls. Now, don't get me wrong. After a while, it's like, all right now. But shit, early in the game or whatever, man, they love that shit. They love it. So stop it. Like, don't go with the narrative that women talk about, I want a good guy. No, they don't. They don't want no fucking good guy. And they should. I'm not knocking good men. I think I'm a good guy to an extent. But I'm not like good in the way where I'm blinded by women. I'm good just overall a human being. I'm good to men and women out here. When you're a good person, you're a good person. Not perfect. But all that good guy stuff, no. Women don't like good men, y'all. I gotta keep it a buck. And that's not to make me to make y'all go out here and be bad people. Cause I think it's better to be good. Just don't be no fool. Like be a good person. Fuck a good man. That's overkill. Nah. Be a good person and just move accordingly. That's what I suggest to men. All that good guy stuff, nope. Nope. And I don't care who want they say that either. Women do not like no good guys. They don't. They don't like no pushover. They use them. Don't get it fucked up. Oh, they love to use you good guys. You guys that's showing up with bouquet of roses and stuff just because and all that. And like I said, traditionally, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to deter people off of being who they are and romance and this and ambiance. Yo, we men. We grown ass men at that. So it's like the thought of it is not wrong with. But the realization of it is foolish. It's foolish. Unless you got some Cinderella type bitch. Don't be showing up with no bouquet of roses and keep calling and telling you what's think about it, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck it, man. These hoes don't care about that. They take it in doses and they put it in their memory banks and then that's it. Like, you don't want to walk around calling one bunch of bitches either. You don't want to do that either. But I'm just saying, like, man, fuck all that being good to these hoes. Whether she a hoe or not. I'm talking about a woman, period. A hoe. Don't be doing all that. Well, I was thinking about you and all that. No, fuck that. Because when you tell her to shut the fuck up, I guarantee her pussy get wet. When she do something unruly and you tell her to go in that other room for the next 2 hours and to leave me the fuck alone, she like that. It's not the meaning to them. They like that shit. Because for real, women like diamonds. They like a guy that's firm on what he say and mean what she say. In her eyes, it's like, damn, I did act unruly. All right. Like, go in there and leave me alone. I'm watching the game. Don't come out that room. Let me chill. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Or just don't come in here for the next whatever. Women don't find that demeaning, and I'ma cry because he said no. And even if she do cry, it's tears of enjoyment. Fuck that. Somebody gotta say it, y'all. Somebody gotta say it. Stop letting these women lie on these podcasts, talk about, I just want a solid guy that knows his worth and know how to treat a woman. Man, shut the fuck up, bitch. Y'all like being slapped and everything, and I don't condone domestic violence, but I gotta keep it a buck. Dre, my man Dre is in the building. What's up? Yeah, it's real, man. I'll take the brunt for it. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of emails from it. Well, my lives, women don't watch a lot. But if this was a video, oh, I would get a lot of emails tonight. I don't care though, because it's like, why we can't just keep it real? And do men got stuff with them that need to be called on the carpet? Yes, we all do. But it's too much propaganda being pushed. And forget what's pushed. I'm more trying to alleviate the men that actually believe that rhetoric. There's guys out here that really believe it. Like, you know what, man? We do gotta give this a pass and all that. No, man. At this point, we at a point of no return. These women have been unruly for too long. They have been showing us who they are for a long time. They go on social media showing us who they are. So let's speak to what's really going on here. Let's do that for once, right? How to survive. My man Tyrone, what's up, bro? How to survive child support. And I know I'm backed up on the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get to these up-to-date ones. Child support while having 7 kids. And one more on the way. Ty, is this you or this a friend? What's the deal with that? Damn, Ty, you been a busy fella? I tried to go without smoking a cigarette, but I need one right now, y'all. Shit, we almost 50 minutes in, so I think I did good. And Tyrone, is that for, while I get to these other comments, is that for a friend or is that you? Either way, it's a bad joint, bro. I mean, how much is child support for a guy with 7 kids? I mean, that's your whole damn check, bro. Yeah, ain't no go back after 5 years, after being separated from somebody for 5 years. And I could kind of speak to this just from my past. There's no real go back from that. No matter if she wants you or you want her. I'm not going to say it's impossible. In these times it is. I say like back in the day, it could have been possible though. Like in the 2010s, maybe like the early 2000s. But now, no. For men and women. I'm not just saying that for you, for her. Like, there's no real go back after being separated for that long. Can y'all be cordial? Can y'all be cool? Yeah, that's doable. But to actually be, like, something miraculous will have to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's too long. Usually you hear about the breakups after like 2 years. No more than really 3. But usually you hear 2 year, 1 year, get back together. That's like, you know, possible, but damn it. If I'm being real. But do you, bro? I mean, like I said, I don't got all the answers, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Ask yourself what you want to associate with a woman if she was not physically attractive. If not, then she isn't worth your time. That's true. I always believed in dealing with women that you're attracted to. Because people actually believe in you can deal with a woman that you're not attracted to because y'all mesh so well. That is a recipe for disaster because when y'all meshing now, but when things hit the fan, you going to think in your head like, damn, I'm not really attracted to this chick. And vice versa. So I don't suggest for nobody to deal with somebody you're not attracted to, ever. I've never done that. Not saying all my women in my past been dimes or nothing, but to me, I was attracted to them. You know, so I've never dealt with a woman that I'm unattracted to, ever. You know, that's not it's a recipe for disaster, like I said. You know, I could meet a woman tomorrow, right? And our mentals align on such a level so much. If I'm not attracted to her, I'm not touching her. I'm not like saying, well, let me try to make it work because we so connected and all that. No. That's me. Maybe some people can do that, I should say. Yeah, 5 years is definitely crazy work. Like, in the midst of those 5 years, y'all ain't, like, you know, if nothing sparked off in 5 years, it ain't going, like, at that point, you look at it as, like, desperation. It's like both of y'all Y'all both found out that the grass ain't green on the other side. Now that happens, but it don't take 5 years to see that. You know what I'm saying? It don't. It might take a year or two, because I hear about that too. A lot of people break up and then they find out what's really out here, which ain't shit. They be like, you know what, I'd rather deal with you. At least your shit was to a minimum. Stuff like that. But 5 years, hell no. Because so much happens in 5 years. Tattoos equal trauma. Facts, Black. It does. Should no woman want that much ink? I don't care if she's into art. They try to use that too. I'm just into the art of it and all that. No. Seldomly that's the case. There's usually some type of trauma type shit or masculine shit or sexual shit. They the three. They are the three. And neither one is good. Even if it's just one out of the three, it's not good to court or to be with. So it's like, that's why they red flags the man. For the most part. That's why. I know women that got a lot of tattoos that want theirs removed because they know what type of signal it is. So that show you right there. I had women actually tell me, and these ain't even women with a whole bunch of tattoos. This like they might have like 7, which is still a lot, but it ain't like, you know. And they like, man, I'm thinking about getting these joints removed, or I wish I get these removed and all that. Because they know what type of is a signal to logical people. You know? They like, damn, like you tatted like that, girl? Fuck, you served time in jail? You was in the Navy or something? Like that, like for real. Fuck, like what? This just was all just happened? Like, yeah, you know. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know. I forgive you, but you can't spin the block. Sorry. You talk about till the 5-year thing? Mr. Donnie? Is that Donnie? You talk about as far as the 5-year thing? Yeah. In 5 years, she done had plenty of meat up in her. So take that for what you want. And then it's like, nah. It's just not a good job. Walking around looking like she a graffiti, looking like she graffiti on the wall. Yeah. Yeah. And they think that shit's sexy, yo. These tatted chicks crack me the fuck up. They be walking around like, you know what it be though? This is what I believe. I could be wrong on this. Women get tattoos to cover up their shortcomings, attraction-wise. Because they like, all right, I'm a 4, maybe a 5 on a good day. If I get tats, I send off a more sexual look, and they'll boost me up to an 8 or 9. I believe that too. These women are delusional. I believe that too. Because they be getting some of the most craziest shit. They be getting neck tattoos and shit. I be like, yo, what is you? Oh, it ain't about no man. I don't care what men think and all that. I'll be like, fuck what men think. You walking around with that shit on your neck. They be getting shit, Big Jones on their back and stuff. I'll be like, yo, I don't know. A CNA. Yeah, she a CNA. You know what? Yeah. Shit is wild, y'all. Shit is wild. All right, Tyrone, I see you put that question up there. I asked you. You put it up there a few times. Salute, chat. Salute, y'all. Hit that like button, though. Hit the like. Please hit the like. We still rocking out. We only been in here for an hour, so we good. Surprisingly, it haven't rained yet, at least where I'm at. So we good money. As far as on the lighting. As far as on the lighting, we good money. I want to turn on my AC so bad, but I know it's gonna mess up the audio, and the camera might start shaking. And y'all know as y'all can see, I got an old school John. That's all I do is old school cars. So my joint ain't one of them joints with the electric this and the one touch this and you know what I mean, this shit might start vibrating in this motherfucker. So we gonna leave that one where it be. Facts, Black. That trauma is real. Where we at, y'all? Let me get up to date with this. I ain't even getting to the next topic. We gonna touch on this shortly because I know y'all gonna have a lot to say about that one. Yeah, I think a lot of women have succumbed to just being for the streets. And it's like, that's fine. Here's my thing. Don't revert. Because I got that topic coming real soon as far as a video coming next week. Well, this week. If you for the streets, stay for the streets. You know? Because what happens is they admit that they for the streets, but in so many words. And then they try to revert and be like, well, no, I ain't with that. That shit is like, no. Once you for the streets, stay for the streets. And there's a very simple explanation of why they need to stay for the streets, at least for us men. But like I said, that's in the video coming soon. Down this window a little bit. Little breeze coming up in here. Especially in Pennsylvania, you talking about as far as child support, bro? And most gals is like pit bulls and skirts. Well, I done heard it all, bro. But you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I believe that too, nowadays. If it's not for children, there's no real purpose to getting married. I believe that too. See, I definitely believe that. There's no real benefit for the man, at least. There's no real benefit. They like that toxic love. Yes, sir. That's what they like. They don't want nice guys. They too boring for them. Yeah. And when I say nice guys, I mean, because the nice guys can have some stuff with them too. Probably drink a little bit. Probably overly whatever. But overall, he a nice guy. But that's boring. They want a guy that's going to... What's the best way to sum up what type of women, what women like in guys when it comes to toxic? They want a guy that's going to keep them on the edge, keep them emotional. They gotta be emotional. If they don't feel no type of emotion, like toxic emotion, you are boring. You are grade A boring. They want you to have some skeletons in your closet. They want you to have an ex that's not leaving you alone. They want to have something to argue with you about and bring something to the table to the stupid ass brunches they go to with their friends. If there's nothing bad to say about you during brunch, you're boring. If they can't say, man, Ralph, he came in at 4 o'clock in the morning again, fucking with that sucks, you're boring. If they can't say, man, Bruce, I'm getting tired of, and I know I'm naming some traditional classic ass names here. I know y'all like Bruce and Ralph. Who is these men? But y'all know what I mean. If they didn't say Sadiq didn't he didn't, oh man, Sadiq, yep, I FaceTime him, he was at another, then it's like, if they can't say you threatened to beat their ass or just something, they want to bring something to the table um as far as excitement when they drinking mimosas with their friends. They don't want to just say, well, Keith came in and he told me he had to work another shit, like regular stuff that regular real men go through. That's not exciting enough. I need some toxicness. I need to say that there's a chick in your comments on Instagram that keeps throwing kissy faces and you throwing kissy faces back. Some bullshit, some infidelity type shit. This is what these women like, fellas. And I know that's like crazy to like fathom for some of y'all, but trust me, especially to my young guys that might be on here, this is what they like. And this is why you need to choose wisely or keep your solitude at an all-time high, because women think way different from us. They just do. And the scary part is they deny these things, so a lot of men's guard ain't up. A lot of men is fooled. When women say they look like these, like good, great men, they don't. They use great men. They'll get with a great guy and cheat on his ass. That's what they do. Because here's the thing. People will be like, well, who's all these good men with women? Oh, they got women. That don't mean that bitch ain't doing what the fuck she want to do behind closed doors. They get their rocks off with the toxic guys. They want to be slept and called stupid bitches. Keith ain't going to do that. Keith just going to have sex with me missionary style, bust a nut in 3 minutes, and then it's sayonara and say, I love you, baby, and kiss me on my forehead. No, I want to be dogged out. I want to be called a slut. I want to be spit on and all this. And like I said, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just giving the realization that this is what they really want. And they won't say it. Because if they say it, they know they fucking up they situation. They leverage and shit from the simps and from the guys that aren't simps that just don't know. This is true, fellas. I know what these hoes like. And even some good women like that type of stuff, too. There's actual good women that like that, too. So it's just, you gotta take it. I wouldn't become a bad person or become a Pookie or a Ray Ray. I think that's pushing it a stretch. But I would just know in the back of my head, okay, even if I'm not that guy, at least I know women like them overall. So I ain't taking these hoes serious. I ain't taking these hoes serious. They like you when you have an edge. And they like you when you have an edge. Yeah. But that protection stuff, if y'all know, I made videos on that. Some of these women need more than protection. They need fucking bodyguards with the way they move. And we'll get into that later because I want to get to all y'all comments. Yeah, damn. Yo, I like that comment. Taco Cruiser. I think that's your name, bro. Even the good, in quotes, good women have significantly higher body counts than the average guy. Facts. 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 It is true. These hoes out here fucking at an all-time high, y'all. They are having some sex. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't know what, I can't even add to that. I know women that are considered homebodies that are fucking. Okay? They are fucking. I'm just telling you. Because we know why. Because obviously it's easy for women to get laid. Women got abundance of validation at their fingertips. It's called Instagram. They got an abundance of validation and simps and an endless amount of attention right at their fingertips. It is called IG. And it is called Facebook. And it is called TikTok. These women got more DMs than a little bit from simps and regular guys, if I'm keeping it real. Regular guys is just rolling the dice on the Friday night saying, let me just slide in a couple DMs and see who willing to bite. They ain't all simps. Some regular guys be doing. I would never. Well, I don't have it. But if I was on Instagram, I would never just slide into a DM randomly because it ain't that deep. You know. But I get men that's gonna move how they move. Here come the rain, y'all. See a couple raindrops. I get it. So I ain't knocking my fellas, but you know, mostly simps that's saying good morning, beautiful, and all that. So they like. On a certain night, it'll be one of them guys' lucky nights because the bitch can feel dry. She like, oh, ain't nothing going on. Let me see who hit me up the most the last 3 weeks on the gram. I might see what his location is, and if he close enough, I might try to set up. I'm telling you how it go. I am telling you. Hopefully that stop, y'all. I'm just telling y'all how it go. That is how it usually goes. For your, like, and like he said, quote unquote, the good women, their body counts is pretty high too. People are toxic and negative. That's why I just yeah, keep that chaotic stuff away from me. I feel you, Dre. You just gotta come to the realization that your average woman is the things that we talk about. So it's just like, I don't mean demean them, I don't mean shut them, I don't mean become abstinent. Move accordingly. You move accordingly. That's all you can do. You cannot take these women for face value. You cannot. They're going to sell you a motherfucking dream and tell you how different they are. They're not different. She's similar to the bitch that you left last year. She's similar to her. She might be on the milder level, but she's similar to that slut you left last year. I'm sorry. I ain't have to say slut. But we got to be real, man. My man, we got logic. So we got to use that logic in our benefit. We can't say, well, maybe and if and no, fuck all that. It is what it is. It's walking like a duck and quacking like a duck. That hoe is a duck. She a duck, for real. She ain't no different from the average chick that we see on the panel talking about, I'm a baddie. For future reference, y'all, any chick that's claiming baddie status is a chick that you just have sex with. Because they don't have nothing to do with the look. Because what a lot of women will say, oh, you don't want women to have confidence in themselves. They so stupid. They'll say, me telling men not to deal with women that call themselves baddies, they will use that and be like, you just don't want no confident woman. A woman should have confidence. No, it ain't about that. It's the mindset. It takes a certain type of woman walking around talking about this baddie stuff. And that's the truth. That's the truth. I don't care if she is an actual baddie. She could be a 10. She could be flawless. If she's walking around saying that, I'm not saying leave her alone. Just have sex with her and that's it. That's all she's going to be good for to you. Just let you know. Real women don't even walk around calling themselves that shit. They don't. Women that have worth to them or is something that you can hold near and dear and make something, she would never call herself a baddie. Because first of all, is a term of sluttiness. I'm telling y'all, is a intellect. It ain't even about self-love and I should have. That mean I think I should have. Y'all know what I mean. Self-love in myself and think highly of myself. That's why I'm called. You don't want a strong woman. No, any woman walking around talking that baddie shit, just know. Oh shit. All right. Damn. All right. That was easy. I'm going for the gusto with this. I'm not trying to know what you do for a living. I'm not trying none of that shit. You're a baddie. So I'm gonna move accordingly with just for the fact that you a baddie? Okay. I'm trying to fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I keep it real. Real women don't even think like that. Sorry to break the news. And I know y'all know a lot of women that call themselves baddie. I'm telling you, women that walk around with that moniker over them, talk about claiming it. Now, it's one thing for other people to call them baddies. If they are saying that baddie shit and using it in a somewhat like matter of fact way. Y'all know what I mean. Not shits and giggles, not just a play on words. No, y'all know what I mean. They got it in a damn fucking is on a Cash App and shit. They Cash App card got the word name baddie in it. Or they got it on a fucking bumper sticker and shit. Or they just walk around talking this baddie shit. She is a woman of low IQ, first of all, and a fucked up intellect. She is not to be taken serious on no accord. I just trust me, I know. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you being here. G-Thing 84. G-Thing 84, you was born in 84? Just curiosity. That's the same year I was born. So that's why I'm asking. These comments gonna carry this live, y'all. I'm trying to, but I like it. Keep them coming. I ain't, would you put a bumper sticker on a Lambo? Hell no. Hell no. And I'm not even a Lambo bull. I told y'all, my claim to fame is the old school shit. The Grand Marks, the Crown Vics, the Caddy DTSs. But I would never, if I had a Lambo or wanted a Lambo, I would never put a bumper sticker on it. What you think? We just vibing, Jay Netty. Oh, my man Jay Netty in here. What's up, bro? I'm sorry I'm just now getting to you. Salute, bro. My man Jay Netty in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Shit. Yo, he said they'll come with the famous line, can I ask you something? Yeah. Everything is going good. Yo, y'all know, y'all be on it, yo. Can I ask you something? You was a mother, I wanna fuck somebody up, man. And he put it in fucking parentheses. Yup. Can I ask you something? Yup. Can I ask you fucking something? Ain't that a bitch? I'm sick of y'all shit. I really am. Tired of it. I'm almost at the end, y'all. If guys went through their girl's Instagram, they will find something, some form of cheating. Yes, facts. Cheating to me is when a woman makes herself available to another. Oh man, that's a hell of a definition. Yes. No man should have access to your woman unless it's family or otherwise. Y'all know there's caveats in that. No man, if you got a woman that you're claiming and she's claiming you, no man should have access to her. None. Obviously, like I said, caveats like ex-husbands because they got kids, baby fathers because they got kids, stuff like that. And that's to a minimum, obviously. But y'all know what I mean. Good definition, Jay. You always bring it, though, so I'm not surprised. And that's true about the Instagram. Even though I don't know nothing about, I know a lot about social media. Even though I don't have social media, that is true. Half you guys that have women, if you go in her Instagram, you're going to see something. You just is. It is what it is. Y'all know how I feel about that. I don't think men should go through a woman's phone because once you get to the point where you want to go through a phone, usually it's already over. Usually, because for the most part, we are logical. If you thinking that it's something in her phone, it probably is. So there's no point to go through. I would just leave the hoe alone. But he's speaking facts. You will see some type of convo. Hell, a lot of these women put stuff in their emails and stuff. Women are sneaky. Women, I remember This was years ago. A couple of my close homies. These women are conversating through email with men of the distasteful nature. I'm just keeping it a buck. Not trying to scare none of y'all, but because they know their phone log is a whole joint, their text log is a whole joint. What's the last thing a nigga would think is email? A lot of these women are doing stuff via email, believe it or not. Obviously, Instagram, DM type shit, that's obviously, but as far as just regular stuff in the phone, that email work is wild. That email shit will have you opening up your eyes. He said, not Bruce, Jody off Baby Boy. Yeah, Bruce and shit. Look like I'm caught up, y'all. They give up the box like it ain't worth nothing. Facts. And then claim that you got to do so much. Look, in public, they claim all this stuff that need to be checked off to get the box. But behind the scenes, fellas, that box is being given up for next to nothing. And like I said, do I condone it? No, but is it somewhat of a rationale? Yes, because women going to do things for men they like. They going to open up them legs, they like you. Or if you were that guy for that moment, you made them feel emotional for that one split second or whatever. They do this shit. But when they get on these panels on social media, they say all these things. Oh, I don't go for this. I don't. Bitch, you go for whatever you like. Let's keep it a buck. You like the vids? I appreciate you, bro. Sil. Hope I'm saying your name right. Fresh cut. Oh, yeah, thanks, bro. I had a good girl, but even as I felt exhausting, I don't think I meant for a relationship. I prefer peace. You know what, bro? Some of these women, let me tell you, you raise a good point, and we're going to get into another topic, y'all, because I'm caught up to y'all. Keep the comments coming, though, but I'm caught up. Some of these good women, they're good as far as they're not out here having casual sex. They're not cheating, which is a good thing. I'm not going to downplay a woman being faithful, fidelity wise. She has a knack for fidelity at a high level. She says she with you, she's with you, right? But what makes a good woman isn't just being faithful. You mention peace. And a good woman is going to bring peace to a man. So here's the thing with a lot of these good women. A lot of these good women come with, I'm not going to cheat on you. You don't got to worry about me fucking nobody. But a lot of those good women come with the strain of not bringing peace and having some type of toxic trait with them. And I'm not saying, like, take the good with the bad. I'm just speaking real. Because I know a lot of women that don't believe in sleeping around. I ain't going to say morally speaking, because they probably don't have morals or no other way, but they don't believe in sleeping with a bunch of men just for health reasons, just for logical reasons. It's like, I'm fucking this guy, he's giving me good sex, so why cheat or whatever. Some women do think that way. But where they slack at is with the peace. They not necessarily bring their man peace. Or they drama filled. Or the chaos. So it's like, it's one of those. They not fully good women either. They just good, they not whores. They not promiscuous. But they not necessarily good women because they not bringing the man that they claim they love peace. And that's the number one value. I know women get tired of hearing it, but it's just true. A man want peace. That'll keep a guy around for years. Peace will keep a guy around. You know, but it just is what it is. It's definitely starting to come down. I like the rain. As long as I don't have to work in it, y'all. I'm one of those weirdos that actually like the rain. I don't like it for purposes of this video because I think it's about to get dark quicker than it normally would, but that's another story. Where we at with the comments? Whenever. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Donnie. They'll want the man to project and all this stuff, and then they'll run down a list of stuff that all the exes put them through. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. And there's nothing wrong with it because it's them. It's part of their story. I'm not demeaning women for saying this. It's the way the cadence that they use when they say it, and the fact that they be looking for somebody to say they're there. There's no there. You was with the man for 9 years. You liked it. You like, I mean, you liked the shit. Like, come on, man. Well, you never hear the story of the woman meeting the toxic guy and they just end abruptly. Like, man, we only talked for 2 weeks because he was a bum, he was a lowlife, he was an abuser. You don't hear that. There's always a child, a wedding, a move-in, a lease being signed, a 10-year relationship. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing something. He was all these bad things, but y'all lasted 12 years? Nah, babe. It don't go like that. It don't go like that. It don't. And I don't feel sorry for you. It's fucked up, but I don't feel sorry for you. You know? So yeah, we hit that. We talked about that earlier, bro. %97% of women aren't virgins on their wedding day. Okay, I was like, wait, I'm trying to the white dress. Oh yeah, the whole pure stuff. Yeah, the purity. Yeah. You know, that goes without saying, bro. You definitely women are followers, and that's a scary game that we play with, fellas. That women are followers. That women can see something on social media and get hypnotized by it and live their life out that way because of it. Let's say you're dealing with a chick, to a certain extent, a sound chick that has some sovereign to her, that you feel as though has character, morals, depth, all the things that we talk about, right? She could easily, not all, but she could easily get jaded by social media, by a friend, by whatever. That is a scary thing, yo. That is scary, bro. I don't care what nobody say. And yes, your average woman. All of them not like that, but a lot of them are. They just are. Oh, yo, I gotta do something. Right? A lot of them are that. Motherfuckers killing me. I drive for a living, y'all. I drive a lot. You know how sometimes when you in a driving position, if you drive a lot, that shit start to get to you. To your foot, to your legs. Ooh. Fuck that. But yeah. That's the scary part of it. That is scary. I will say the temperature trying to go down a little bit. Anybody on here from Philly? Is it raining in your neck of the woods? It's like a drizzle here. Put this up a little bit. It's like a steady drizzle where I'm at. Peace is better than puss. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's like some old school, like, man, shit. Ain't nobody worried about none of that. Because you're right, ain't none of them virgins. So the marriage thing is like what? Women have been uh, women have been projecting for years. Everything they say is a projection at this point. That's why they call every ex a narcissist. They are narcs. Yeah, it's always the guy. I have yet to meet a woman, right? Even if they don't say the guy was this and that, I've never met a woman that said, I lost that guy. He got away. I was dumb. I was young. I was doing dumb shit. Never. And mind you, I've been around the block. Not like I had a bunch of women, because I tell y'all, I'm transparent with my past. I don't even have a high body count. I just know a lot of women and been around women, whether it was, um, growing up with three sisters, obviously my mom, things of that nature. So you just know women, and a lot of them don't take accountability. I know men, unless they not sharing it with the women, I don't know. But I know men that admit when they let a woman get away, or, man, I was doing dumb shit, man. Why? I've never met a woman. It's like all these guys was narcissists. Damn. Unique says raining in South Philly. Oh, is it? Oh, it's raining down the P. Hold up. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's raining in South Philly. Where we at? Where we at, y'all? I want to get married, but I can't read that. Or 10 guys under her belt. Five, 5 or 10 guys under her belt. Man, I don't know. 5 or 10, that might be on the low end, bruh. I ain't saying low traditionally, but if you know a chick that you thinking about being with, and she got 5 to 10 guys, obviously it's caveats and everything, depending on how that went or whatever else she been through in her life. That's not that bad of a number. Between 5 and 10, let's go in the middle. Let's say 7. Let's say 7, 8 guys. That's not that bad of a number. Is it the end all be all? Obviously, age plays a value in it. Past relationships, maybe was she married before? Was she in a long relationship? All that stuff matters. But 8, if I'm just being subjective about it, 8 is not like 8 is not bad. 8 not bad. It ain't great. Ideally, I'm no philosopher of this shit, but ideally, let's say you're a guy of my age, right? Let's just play devil's advocate. I'm in my early 40s. Let's say if I was to meet a woman in her mid 30s, just generally speaking, that's usually the age range. You would probably want that woman to have maybe like 4. 4 is like the best case scenario, but 8 ain't crazy, bro. I'm saying for my case, for a 35-year, 8 ain't crazy. Once again, the double digits, it's still not crazy, but it start to raise an eyebrow. But see, mind you, this is the accounts that these women are telling guys. Because usually, rule of thumb, whatever count she give you, you either want to more than likely double it and sometimes triple it. I'm being real. Man. Like, you just got to be real about that. So, like I said, 8 ain't bad. You saying 5 to 10 guys. 8 is like, all right, you ain't no saint, but you ain't a whore. that much either. Y'all know me. I like to have fun with stuff, especially with numbers. Take that with a grain of salt, because every situation is different. And every woman's past is different. Because if a woman been with a guy for 15 years and she's 35, 8 is kind of a high number. It's like, wait, you was with this guy this long, but you got 8. You know what I mean? So it depends on their past and what they've been doing, you know. But, you know, these women never tell you a true body. That's why I never ask a woman her body count, y'all. Full disclosure, I never. What's the point? If they bring it up, if it's a talking point, sorry about that, y'all. If it's a talking point, then yeah. But other than that, nah. You know, because you're not going to get no real solid answer. You're going to get, how can I make the blow lighter than what it really is? 7, yeah. Knowing damn well that shit 14, 15, but that's what they said. G think X is probably the one who feels he got away. That could be true. G thing, you feel that way? Yeah. And don't get it messed up. I grew up with 3 lovely sisters. Is they perfect? No. This not me saying I grew up with 3 sisters that was garbage, so I know women are garbage. I mean, I ain't saying that. But it's just knowing the female mind. You know what I'm saying? It helps you understand females even coming up. You know? The nuances and the wordplay and all that type stuff. It helps. And then just, like I said, I've been around the block, but I wasn't out here knocking all these chicks off. I'm going to keep it a buck. You know, I had access to women at abundance, but I wasn't known to be the guy that's fucking all the bitches. I never wanted that claim to fame because I had a lot of stuff going on in my younger years. In my formal years, I was in the sports. I was trying to go to school for accounting. I never went to college, but when I graduated high school, I was trying to do stuff. And then I start getting mixed in with the wrong crowd. Not to give y'all a backstory on me, because who cares? But mixed in with the wrong crowd, and you know, I know the rest is history. But I wasn't like this ladies' man to the point where I'm with this. Hell, I was with my kid's mom for a long time. So it wasn't a whole bunch of pimping and all that. It was just knowing what women are. It is knowing, man. It's like one of them things when you see it, and then you see it again, and then you see it again. It's not coincidence. And that's where a lot of men falter. Is like, oh, I'm just running into these type of women, or these are the type of women I'm seeing. No, this is women, period. This is women. This is women. And never let nobody deter you from your square. Never let a woman say, I'm different and all that. Let her say it. And if she proves that she's different, salute. But all that, well, I don't know. No, y'all all pretty much think alike now. That's why I said always expect betrayal from a woman. It's just levels of the betrayal. It's levels of their distastefulness. All women got some type of betrayal or distastefulness in them. I'm going to say not all. I'm going to say 94% of women have some betrayal or some unloyalness for you. It's what level, you know. Never be blindsided by no chick, you know. That's all. Under 6 is okay. 4 is not bad. But reality is probably double. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you know, you get a chick with single-digit bodies and she in her 30s. It's like, yo, I mean, what more can you ask for? Really single digits. Not her telling you she, you know. But shit, it's like, all right. You know. Because at the end of the day, we not out here meeting virgins. We can't be out here expecting women to be pure. That part is like too traditional. Where guys be like, you should have been a virgin this whole time. It ain't happening, bro. But for women that have 13 and 19 bodies, that's not realistic either. That's not nothing that should be, claimed either. But a happy medium where a woman been around, she had a couple guys, she made a couple mistakes. That's commendable. Like, all right, we all human out this joint. You gotta be fair to what it is. But realistically speaking, if I had to keep it a buck, your average woman, I put it like this: your average 25 to 40. Let's keep it in the demographic. Your average 25 to 40-year-old woman right now, we're taking all the highs and all the lows. Your average 25 to 40-year-old woman has about, I'm a stickler for stuff like this, y'all. Your average 25 to 40-year-old woman has about, if we average it out, probably about 24 bodies. And that's as real as I could be. That's including the women that only got 11, and then averaging them in with the women that got 35, and then all them women. Y'all know how averages work. I believe your average 25 to 40-year-old woman got, like, in these time, well, they 25 to 40, so whatever time they in, has about, and somewhere in the early to mid-20s in bodies. I truly believe that. I could be off. There's a number I pulled out of my motherfucking head, but I'm guessing around there. Now, your average whore that don't work for, like, that don't do OnlyFans or a prostitute, we got to count them out, even though they're part of the average as full. But if a chick with an OnlyFans, which is a disgusting woman, a chick with an OnlyFans obviously going to have more bodies. A prostitute obviously going to have more bodies. But your average woman with taking those type of women out, your average, like, regular whore, your average regular whore that just lives a life, that got a job, but she just happened to be a whore, they're up there. They like got, like, I don't know, like 48 bodies, 49, stuff like that. That's when we get into crazy, crazy numbers. That's what make that 24 number believable, because there's a lot of women out here with closing in on triple digit bodies. They whores. They ain't average. They ain't regular women, but they're what make the number so high. Because I do believe there's a lot of women out here with 8 bodies. I believe that. I believe there's women out here with 8 and 9 bodies or whatever. It don't make them good, don't make them bad, but But if we just take all the women, I think it's somewhere in that 20s range, early to mid 20s range. What y'all think about that? I could have been an accountant. I'm real good with numbers. I think that number's pretty accurate. I know women is going to say, no, that number is way off, you tripping, but okay. Trust me, when these women is having sex on Wednesday nights, they're having sex. But, they checking on that body count like it ain't nothing. This definitely turned out better than I thought. We rocking out. We've been in here for an hour and closing. Well, not quite closing in on 2 hours. An hour and 35 minutes, something like that. Hour and 40 minutes. So that's a good thing. I'll get into these other topics. We still rocking out, y'all, so don't go nowhere. But I'll get into these other topics on another live, because the comments have been carrying this live, and I like that, because it's more about y'all than any. I mean, like I said, I could get to that whenever. So I like to get better with getting caught up on the comments anyway. I be running my mouth so sometimes, y'all. I'm sure y'all know by now. Anonymous is up in here. What's the deal? My ex has 3 bodies before me. Yeah, guys think of it differently, Because women ain't supposed to be out here, no matter how much they try to normalize it, fellas. Real women ain't supposed to be out here just fucking different men. It takes a certain type of chick to just keep, like, ain't none of us perfect, but it takes a certain type of woman to just fuck different guys all the time. I'm sorry. It takes a very special, and I mean that in a certain way, special type of chick to just fuck different men. So when they is not natural, it's inhumane, so to speak. It really is. They think it's just skin and it's just this and this. I don't need to be attached to a man to have sex with. They say all types of weird stuff. They want to be us, fellas. That's what it comes down to. They want equal rights. They like, fuck that. We want equal rights, not just in the work field, in the sexual field, in the masculine field, in the this, and the that. They want to be men. They like, guys can be pimps. Why can't we be pimp? Women are stupid. Sorry. I didn't mean that. It's like they don't realize that we were made two different ways, like differently. I don't know. Under 6 is okay. All right, we read that. We got that. First of all, never believe a woman's body count number. That hand putting a ring on the same she used to slip. Stay toxic, fellas. Oh, Jay Nettie is bringing it. He is bringing it. I can't add much more to that. I can't. Said like a true motherfucker. And Jay Nettie, that's what you are, is a motherfucker. And he kept it all the way a buck. I mean, we gotta keep it real. We can't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And I just want to be loved. And I had it so hard. Oh, man. Damn, man. You got me really thinking about that. What a... I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm not even going to go there, bro. But good John. So you ain't lying. Man, peace. Money. Facts. You asking what I'm talking about? What you just got in and you don't know, or you just trying to be funny? You don't understand what I'm talking about? I think I'm enunciating very clearly. We just in here talking. Yeah, Jay Nettie a wild bull, man. I love it though. He don't give a damn. He like, shit, let's keep it a buck. Let's call a spade for once in our lifetimes. Let's call this shit what it is. It's true. And all this stuff, if I'm being real, is not to sabotage women and to be bad to women. We just calling shit. This is a bunch of guys in a group, in a room, talking shit to what really is. And letting the naysayers naysay, and letting the haters hate, and letting the women that I expect not to understand nothing we talk about to keep not understanding. Other than that, it is what it is. We try to keep it real. That's all. This is not to provoke women or to make women look bad. It's the truth. Like, just like if a lot of women said things that was true about men. I'm not going to be up in arms cheering like, yeah, y'all right, you go, girl. But I'm going to sit there and be like, I mean, like, yeah, most of us is sex. Even if it ain't me. That's where women get the disconnect at. They be like, it ain't me, so it can't be true. Bitch, just look around. Phone a friend, and then call me back and tell me what you think now. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. It's like, no. But y'all know what I mean. It ain't me, so it can't be true. Well, maybe your vision isn't 2020. Because it's happening. All the stuff we saying is very much so accurate. He said, damn, Jay Nettie, now I'm scared to get married. See, Jay Nettie, you done started some shit up in here. You know what, motherfucker? The man said he once wanted to get married, and now he having second thoughts. And you did it. I joke. They putting up Michael Jordan numbers? Yeah, listen. I told y'all, it's that early 20 to mid 20 range. You average 25 to 40-year-old. If we just keep it in that wheelhouse, That's about right. That's as accurate as you're gonna get. And some guys might say that's low because they thinking of all the whores, but it's like you gotta bring it down with it when you average it, because there's a lot of 31-year-olds with 8 body counts. It really is. It's some 27-year-olds with 9 or 10 body counts. So those women that do got 40 and 50, you gotta average it out. Don't get me wrong, 24 is still horrible. So what we getting at is your average woman has a high body count. That's pretty much what we getting at. Because if the number is 24, that's fucked up. That's crazy. That's wild. You know, because I remember I did something on this before. It wasn't a live, y'all. It was a video. And I think I said that exact number. I was like, I think I said 23. And I got so many guys saying, you tripping. I said, bro, I said the average. Like, some people got to know what averages are. You got to take everything into account. Even the chicks that only fucked with 3 guys, the very few that only fucked with 3 guys, they count too. So that's why the number gets, compromised somewhat. You gotta, so it's like, I think mid-20s is pretty accurate. Yeah, Cole's NJ, you in Jersey, bro? He agreed. 25 to 45-year-old woman have an average of 24 bodies. I don't know if he agreed, but he just put it up. Like, my bad. I don't know. He might not agree, but I believe that's about the number, for at least for that age range. Now, if we raise that number up, I think the number will be raised. Like, if we said women from 30 to 50, the number would come up somewhat. It would come up, And if we lower the number, I think the number would come down just a little bit. If we said women between 18 and 30, I think the number would come down just a little bit, though. Not a lot. It might come down to 22, 21. But I'm dead ass. 25 to 40-year-old, I think they got about 24 bodies. Y'all like that body count talk. We've been on this subject for a minute. He said 25 admitted bodies. That's crazy. For a woman to admit to 25 bodies, her. That's where you triple the number. Because usually I say when a woman, whatever body count, the woman tell you double it, you triple hers. If she's admitting to 25, that bitch got at least 75 Jones. She got at least 75 Jones. Nope, I don't care what nobody say. I only got 25 bodies, but I misunderstood you. I'm like, oh shit, you admitting to that shit? Most women like to admit to a number like between 4 and 10. That's usually the admitting, like where they feel like it's a lie, but it ain't that much of a lie type shit. Ain't no woman admitting to over 20 bites unless she's obviously like street worker type bitch. Like, and who cares at that point? Whoever she telling the body count to is a fool. Like, you sat around and listen. Like, who cares what her body count is? Why is you talking to that woman, sir? Slide count that most kids are conceived by doggy style position, 90%. Maybe, yeah, I could, 42, I feel like I can read women very well. Yes, bro. It's one of them things. And can we get wool pulled over our eyes like any other man? Yes. But for the most part, we on point. I feel the same way about myself. It's all about going by what they do and not what they say, reading their body language, everything. Everything is an art to it. And once men get to that point, man, they unbreakable. Like I said, you can get wool pulled over your eyes. A woman can lie to you very easily. Not saying you bulletproof, but you ain't for too much of the nonsense. It's like, come on. Even if you entertain it a little bit, at that point it's for shits and giggles. Like, unbeknownst to her, she won't know, but you just sitting back like, right. Oh, for real? You don't say. It's like, it becomes very, matter of fact from there. You're like, mm-hmm. That's what happened. Oh, all right. That's what it really was and all that. You know, because it is what it is. It's like it ain't that deep, but don't think shit sweet either. You know? It's one of them things. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That number seemed to be spot on with a lot of y'all. And mind you, I just pulled it. Don't get me wrong, I thought a little long and hard on it, but I'm like, that seemed like the number. And it's disgusting, but that seemed like the number. That seemed like the number. I gotta keep it a fit. I gotta keep it a buck. Think about it. All the bodies some of these chicks racked up in college. It's realistic. All the bodies like the rare one night stand, the 2 one-night stands they ever had, the guy that they thought was this. It happens. Like they try to act like I never even was around that. Bitch, yes you was. You just were. Yeah. How is it possible to meet somebody and fuck them on the first night? I can't even fathom it. Really? No, these hoes is going for what they know because they are emotional. All we gotta do is put on some charm. Yo, I know how to make a... Listen, if I was really about that life and I was out here mangling, which I'm not, but if I was out here, I could really make a chick feel real emotional where most of us can. I ain't saying I got like a crazy skill. Most guys can. If they know, they know. You could get a woman into a woman's drawers the first night if you really was on some savage shit. Because they are so emotional and they want to hear the right way and the right. It's just you can do it. You can. Like if she like you and find you attractive, which is like the easy part, then once you talk to them, you can easily be like, yeah, sucks. It's gonna come with a lot of lies, but you can do it. It's like, I mean, luckily I'm not that guy, and luckily I'm not out here on the prowl for women. But if I was, man, it would be, especially now, shit. In my day, it was a little harder, but now I can only imagine what these young boys, or not young guys, just guys that's in the mix, bachelors, is saying to these women that's on that type time. All you gotta do is act like you so different from her ex, or act like you live. Yo, and that's just the surface of the BS. That shit go. You can really play mind control with a woman, because they all are emotional, all of them. If you say the right shit, phone call can end and everything. Next thing you know, you getting a text about some shit. Well, what you doing tonight anyway? I know I just met you, but I just feel so... You don't say. I ain't doing shit. Sound familiar, fellas? I'm just keeping it a buck. We all men in here, so we don't gotta worry about the powers that be. You don't say. Oh, really? I was thinking the same shit. I gotta keep it a buck. Oh, yeah. I do say that a lot. You know what? It ain't on purpose. What is it? I don't know. This is part of my vocabulary, I guess I gotta say. But you're right. And I try not to be repetitive. I actually force myself not being repetitive because I want to be different from your average person on YouTube. But sometimes your lingo is just your lingo, and you're right. I need to put that on the t-shirt, right, bro? They want to be us. Very true. Damn, how far back am I on the comments? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not scrolling quick enough. Hold on. Let me get to y'all comments. Because we at least going to hit the 2-hour mark, y'all, on this. So we still rocking out. Hold on. Because that comment was, I said that like 20 minutes, like 15 minutes ago. Damn, y'all, I'm sorry. This live stuff is hard, too. The lives is harder than... No, regular videos is harder. Because you gotta... Really, y'all know I don't edit too much and retake, so But this is hard too, as far as keeping up with this shit. And it ain't like a astronomical amount of people. We got like 20 people in here, so I gotta get better with that, y'all. Oh, that was asked somebody. All right. They be saying bro all the time. Facts. Oh yeah, real quick, and I'm not gonna go too deep in this. If you meet a chick that call you bro, leave her. I mean, fuck her and then leave. If you so choose. We all men. I gotta say that. That's like a sidebar to leaving the woman alone. All right, if you want to fuck her, you try to do that, but leave. Any woman that calls you bro is a red flag, and I've had to change your heart. Fuck that. I've had to change your heart. I used to say young guys that's dealing with younger women, if they call you bro, no harm, no foul, because more of the cultural is more of the, new wave. But even when you young, if you a 22-year-old boy fucking with a 20-year-old and she call you bro, just know she's not to be had. There we go. And I want to move on from it. Y'all can talk about it, but I'm serious. That is one of the biggest. It is so fuck unladylike. It's not right. It's not right, yo. Fuck the fact that they want to be us. It's not right for any woman to call a man bro unless he is her bro. I am sorry. So any woman that calls you bro, I wanted to see if you wanted to go with me to the, and she's a potential suitor now. If she's like a friend, all right, here's another caveat. Y'all friendly, which don't happen no more. Men ain't wanting to be women friends and women ain't wanting to be men friends. But let's say y'all just happen to have that bond where y'all actual mutual friends. And she call you bro, obviously then. Any woman that is a so-called potential suitor, if she call you bro, just know there's nothing to be had here. She is of the distasteful sort. She is of the masculine sort. She is of the ratchet sort. She is of the promiscuous sort, because calling a man bro is a sign of promiscuity too, because that means she got a lot of bros. She knows so many men that she got used to calling them bro. She be around men so much that she used to saying bro. It is a red flag, fellas, and I mean that. I mean that. I don't care if a woman say, oh, it's just a play on words. Stop getting so. We talking real life here. Women that use bro for men is fucking crazy. Them bitches are fucking dudes them damn selves. She's a dude. She's a dude in a dress. Fuck out of here. Cause I had a chick give me some slack from that. And I was like, what? Like, that's not like, and I explained to her like, all right, yeah, if that's her real brother or if they friends or homies or something. But you mean tell me that? No. And niggas be going for that shit because they think it sound decent. People be wanting to be down so bad. I feel sorry for people. Because they be like, I gotta let her call me bro because people on Graham call they dudes bro. It's like, y'all niggas gay. Y'all niggas don't have minds of y'all own. Y'all gay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend nobody with that G word, but y'all know what I mean. It's a gay act by trying to be politically correct or be with the Joneses. No, because the Joan, she bad. And she be calling her, she a bad Joan. She a diamond. She always call her dude bro. And they married. I'm like, you sound like a fucking sucker. Ain't nothing decent about no bitch calling you bro that you courting, that you got potential with. But what do I know? I'm just a guy in my car in the rain talking shit. I know nothing, guys. I know nothing. My man Jay Nettie bringing it as always. Hair put. You said, why my barber do me like that? What? Oh man, what you do? I mean, my jaw ain't never always extra crispy. I'm an old head, bro. So I don't even know what you mean. Like shit. I don't know. I don't be caring about that at this point in my life, bro. I'm 40, almost 42 years old. My jaw, as long as my jaw rockable, I'm cool. I'm just happy I don't have no receding hairline. At this point, the crispiness means nothing. The previous girl I was talking to was all over the social media. Had celebrity crushes, had exposure to guys. That's push. I'm glad you I'm glad you got saved from that because yeah, these women that's fanned out and stuff and talking about all these celebrities, women that go to concerts at a high level and they gotta get front row seats. These type of women are fanned out, and there's nothing wrong with being fanned out to an extent because celebrities. But how can I put it? It show an intellect of a woman. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't even want to go deep into that. A woman that I just gotta get these passes to see this person, and even if it's a female, like unless they like young, like see, I talk to a lot of men of my age. Maybe when you're younger, I guess. To my young men, don't pay me no mind on this one. But if you're dealing with 30-something-year-old women and they fanned out like that, nah, bruh. No, it shows the intellect of a woman. I'll do anything to see Jeezy and all this whole dumb shit. You be like, and they social medias and doing stuff. Nah, it's a red flag. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't gonna say these women are Jezebels or nothing like that, but it's a red flag, fellas. Keep it a buck. God damn it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We got like maybe 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes in here. If I'm keeping it real. Because for one, I don't want you know what? My phone not gonna die. Because you know what? I'm gonna fix that there. We rocking out, y'all. But yeah. Ain't nothing like a following ass shit. That's why I tell y'all women that's highly into social media is red flags. I keep that a buck, y'all. Women that's highly, not her having it, because at this point they all got it. But give me a second. Women that are highly into that crap, man, like they live their life off social media. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. These women that are Instagram and TikTok sensations, and not even like they bring content to the platform, because that would be me being a hypocrite. Because that's somewhat something I do a little bit, even though I don't look at YouTube as really social media as a form of it. But y'all know what I mean. Not even that. I'm talking about like they base their life off of what Instagram said. I don't know. I don't think I could ever be with a woman like that. I don't think that's the type of woman any man would want to be with. I'm telling you. That chick is highly influenced, and she's just too modern. She too with the times. There's a such thing as being too with the times, y'all. Like, she too, like, shit, no. Yeah, it's real sad, Anonymous. They don't know. They don't know a goddamn thing. They learning from the wrong people. That's another thing about social media. We talk about social media raising these kids. I think social media raised some of these women, too. Some. I'm gonna ignore that comment. One of the biggest decisions you make is who you marry. Facts. Hell yeah. Getting married is an investment to men. It's a contract. Like you gotta pick right. I'm 19. Don't even feel like getting to know a woman. Too much effort, high risk, low reward. Smart 19-year-old. Smart, bro. It is. And not to deter men from women, because getting with women, being with a woman, the right woman, is a good thing. And you young, so I really want to spread this to you, bro. I don't want people to get the older guys know where I'm coming from. Young men that's out there, 25 and under. This isn't an OG, a bitter OG telling men to hate women. Women can be beautiful people. It's just a small supply of good, beautiful ones. That's all this is. It's not a lot of good, beautiful women out here. And when I say beautiful, I'm not talking about visually. With beautiful hearts and beautiful minds and all that stuff. It is not. So I speak to it to give young men and men the realization of what it is. Because you're not going to hear it from your average person. Because they too scared to be called sassy. Your average guy, he want to be super stoic because that's the way to get women. Don't say nothing and she'll think of you as masculine by being quiet. As long as you just sit back to her nasty shit, you'll get all the pussy and all the women. I don't care about that. I speak to what's real. Women can be beautiful creatures. It's just that we have a short supply of them. And that is fact. So, young man, I'm not deterring you from ever getting with a woman. Just pick and choose. And it seems like you're on the right track. It seems like you're on the right track, bro. That's what this is. You know, men, there's too many guys out here worried about looking like big shots and looking like flossers or bosses or super stoic because otherwise you're considered doing too much. Who gives a fuck? What's real is real. I don't care how I come across to women on this. I'm sure there's a lot of women that think I'm this, that, and the third. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. I'm not in this to get women. Clearly, the way I talk about them, I'm obviously not worried about that. So it is what it is, you know? But I just wanted to, because you 19 years old, and I got to say that. We a bunch of OGs in here talking shit, but for real, there's nothing wrong with being with a woman, you know, obviously. But it's all about picking, it's all about choosing, it's all about knowing. That's all this is. This isn't death to women. This isn't we hate women. We speak to what's real. The good ones should get your attention. The good ones should get your validation. The good ones, the few that it is, should get that type of stuff. Not these women that's walking around, parading around as average women because they're trying to make it normal to be a slut. Those women shouldn't get nothing from you. They should get fucked, and that's to a minimum. Them women should get fucked and forgot about. That's all. That's what those women deserve because that's what they want. That's all they bring. And you'll know a good woman when you meet it. You really will. The good women should get your praise and all the things that come with that. Not these sluts. I made a mistake I made this year pursuing a girl who didn't like me as much as I liked her. Good lesson I learned. Yes, this is going to come off in the way. Your woman or a woman should like you more than you like her. Just rule of thumb. For it to work. You cannot like your girl or the woman that you try to make your girl more than she like you. Okay? And that's a fact, Jack. You can't. It's not going to work. Y'all can last 10 years. It's still not going to work. It's going to end in shambles. It's going to be a lot of rocky times or whatever. It just is. This shit charging, man. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Make sure this shit charging. I want my drone to cut off. Okay. It's going to be what it be. But yeah, that's just the rule of thumb, guys. Damn. Let me get wet here. And I've lived by that template. To me, I could have been wrong, and I probably was wrong. That's why they are all exes. I never dealt with a woman that I felt that I liked her more than she liked me, ever. It was either at least even or she liked me more than I liked her. And it's one of the things that you just know. Because you feel what you do and you feel what she do. You could just tell. And women take that as a slight, like men is trying to one-up women, but no, it's just how it should go. It's how it should go. Your woman, you shouldn't like your woman more than she like you. That's a recipe for disaster. So Kudos on you, bro. That was definitely a mistake, and you learn from it. You learn from that joint. Damn, I ain't get to the end of these comments. Yeah, we definitely gonna do another live for the rest of the topics. There's no way I'm be able to touch on that. We 2 hours in, so we ain't going nowhere though. We here for at least shit. As long as my battery, I don't know what's going on with my battery, man. My charger. Yeah, she gotta be into you more. Hell yeah. She just do. If you wanted to work, now if you just get your rocks off, who gives a damn? At that point, she's not even your girl. So it's like, I don't care what she, But I'm trying to see where y'all at with this. I'm sorry, y'all. Fuck mixed signals. Don't even entertain it. Yup. It's straight to the juggler with these women. There's no half stepping. There's no I'ma walk it through. I'm sorry. That used to work. I'm 42 years old. You might as well say. It was a time where you can walk a woman through it and like That was like 2004, bro. These ain't the times for that. Women know what they want. They own it. They own everything. They got social media. They see stuff. They distracted. The woman got to know. There's no half stepping. No, fuck all that mixed signals. Bitch, you want to suck this dick or not? I'm sorry. That slipped out. I'm sorry. But yo, man, because they be knowing when they want to suck your dick. They know all this stuff. Stop playing with me. They be knowing that shit. Oh, prove to me that you really like me. Ain't no, man, listen. That's another reason. Seem like I'm getting caught up on your comments. I'm spitting facts. Thanks, Push. Then what's that bullshit, girl? Yeah, Jay Nettie. Yeah, Jay Nettie. What part of New York you in again, bro? I remember you telling me. Is it raining over there? I know you close to me. Martin. What's up, Martin? I figure it was that Jay Nettie, some hate stuff, but I don't even try to give them people nothing to, because I don't really care. Y'all know me. I done posted pictures of me looking nasty, crusting my eye. We all men. Who am I impressing? Even for the few women, I'm not worried about it. So that's why I'm like, at this point, I'm just happy to have my hairline. And no bird's nest, I knew it was that, but I knew it was going to be a back and forth, so that's why. Sometimes you got to kill people with kindness. I don't get into that. This ain't no fashion show. Yeah. Oh, I look good, Unique? I'm glad you said that. See, coming from you, it means something. She said, you look good. Don't worry about it. There we go. Right. Fanned out. Like, thinking about... I could go deep into that, y'all, but I'll be rambling for 20 minutes. Y'all know that's not what I want to do. But women have changed as far as their perception of what real is. They be wanting things that they can't even get and just going with it, like saying I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to touch that. Certain stuff I can't touch because I can't ramble on, y'all. I can't do it. Yeah, that Usher Chris Brown stuff, that y'all saw the chick that was leaning back She just made a mockery of herself. She got her little 15 seconds. She got what she wanted. TMZ interviewed her. She got her 15 minutes of fame. She made herself look good. I mean, not look good. She made herself look horrible. But she got in the limelight. And then she put out that crazy cryptic post about what women ain't this and y'all not on my level. She tried to make it seem like she's so holy, but why were you even there? I follow this chick, Riva. Y'all probably she summed it up perfectly. Why be if you this holy chick, who would be there? And she's another tattoo chick, revealing chick. There you go, y'all. Prime example of what these chicks are. You know, as I'm saying, she definitely she's a looker. I don't hate. Just because I feel as though a woman is unruly or promiscuous or a Jezebel, I look at her and I see the beauty in her. But you bring yourself from a 9 to a 5 with a nigga like me when you act a certain way. And I wish more men did that. I really do. I wish more men like look at these women for who they is. Not just have to look appearance-wise, have a mental compass about yourself and have some goddamn morality and have some humility with you. She ain't have no humility. She was calling out all of it, like, y'all bitches are basic, y'all this and that. I don't know. Y'all know I don't get into that mess, but it was just like, but she leaned back and tried to make it seem like I wasn't there for that. Yeah, if it was Chris, I probably would have been more. And there's nothing wrong with her liking Chris more than Usher or nothing. That's her preference. But I don't know. It just came off as she made herself look crazy. But at the end of the day, she got what she wanted. She wanted her 15 seconds of fame. I'm sure TMZ paid her a nice, not nothing crazy because she's not a celebrity, but paid her something handsomely for her interview or whatever. So she got what she wanted. But this is your area. Now, regular women will see that. Like, I said regular. Other women will see that and be like, see, you got to be a bitch to be in the line. This is why they follow. Because it's like, all right, she come off as a bitch and she came off as crazy, but she got her 15 minutes of fame. You know what? Being a mean girl is really the way to go and all that. They followers, bro. They be like, damn, she got 12 tattoos. I should get it. Maybe I'll get a TMZ interview. Women think that nonsensical. See, I only got one tattoo. If I had chest and a neck joint, I could be that light-skinned dumb bitch that turned down Usher. I could be that foolish dumb bitch. Believe it or not, some women took that out of that. They said, damn, she on TMZ. She did this. I need to be that type of girl. From now on, I'm going to be a mean bitch and all this. It sound academic and it sound very juvenile, but that's just modern women's mind. That's how they think, believe it or not. There's some women that got that out of that situation. That's what they got out. That's what they took from it. Make sure my phone's still charging. All right. I can never take a fangirl serious. Yeah, it's a turnoff for me. Any chick that's just fanned out, oh, if I see this person, I'm going to go crazy. And I want backstage passes to see this person. And it be these weird niggas. It be fucking Fuchsia and shit. Like, I be like, what? Huh? It be Rich Homie Quan. And nothing against them guys, but it be like these... Huh? Like somebody like Jay-Z, I can understand. Or like somebody, I mean, like a legend. It be fucking... what? What the fuck? That's who you stood 2 hours in line for to get tickets for? I would melt if I see Rich Dollars and little this and little that. I'd be like, fanned out, just following somebody else's wave. That's what it be, y'all. These chicks is crazy, yo. Lamar, what's the deal, bro? What's up, Lamar? We in here vibing tonight, y'all. We doing us. I will say, I know this might be a little, you know, I said premeditated. This might be a little premature, but I feel as though this live was a success with the whole car thing. I wanted to switch it up, so I ain't gonna say it's always gonna be like this, but look for more of these in the future. That's all, because we definitely vibing. I got to one topic. I think I got like 5 on here, no 4. And we just been carrying it through with the dialogue. That's how lives is supposed to go. Because I make them for y'all so we can bust it up. A video is a video, but live is live. I can really get y'all feedback, and I appreciate y'all. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit it. Yeah, I heard about the whole public social media and private. There's caveats in both of those, but I get it. I definitely get it. Let me see if this helped with the lighting. Y'all like that better than this? Let me know. Give a thumbs up or thumbs down. Should I do it like this? I ain't gonna burn my battery though, but that might be the way. Cause we're gonna rock out. Yeah, see that joint. Hold on there. I'm gonna skip it. All right, maybe this old piece of shit can't take all that. Like that joint just blunk on his own. Like nigga, I'll leave it like this. They copy each other. That's one of the biggest stigmas on women. Men is tired of seeing the same old, same old. No woman is different. No woman likes something that is different from the norm. They all like the same music, the same food, the same liquor, the same hairstyle. That shit. Because you know what it is? They want to be accepted. That's pretty much what it is with women. They want to be accepted. I wouldn't dare walk out here like this because other women ain't going to accept me. It's like, you worried about what other women think of you? Just tell me you a dyke. You know, at this point, like, just tell me you dyking. Like, you looking for women's approval. Okay. Yeah, we rocking out. Push that on God. On God. You with me, Lamar? Yeah, we can sit here speaking facts. Everything is based on social validation for him. Yup. I'm glad the 19-year-old is here because most married guys single. Married guys are simps. It's better. Yeah. Sad but true, Jay Nettie. That is a sad truth that you just spoke. Damn. Talk about it. Emore, food connoisseur. What's the deal, bro? I'm glad you here. I know it's raining over there across the bridge where you at. We vibing. I know you follow me on the regular. Try and switch it up with this live. Do it in the car where I'm used to doing my videos just to see how the vibe will be. That's all. But we'll see. If I haven't told y'all before, follow that man, Emore Food Connoisseur on YouTube. He do food reviews from Philly, but relocated to located to Jersey. He's a good guy, real good guy. Yes, sir. Purpose. Big facts that can lead to you getting. Maybe that's for somebody else. Where we at? And she won't admit, but it will turn her off the moment. Yes, a turn off for women, and who cares what they want, for real, because most of it is bullshit. But a turn off for women is when you put her above you. Whatever your program is, whatever your purpose is, always strive for it. I'm not saying neglect women, especially if she's your woman. But I'm just saying, when you put your own stuff that you got going on the back burner for any woman, she will look at you differently. That is pure facts. In a bad way, she'll look at you. It's like really? I thought you say you had this to do, but you willing to... Don't get me wrong, they'll accept it, they'll take it, because it's benefiting them. But in the back of their mind, they like, damn, he really... Like, you know... And that's the good ones and the bad ones. Believe it or not, bad ones will slight you for that too. Like, they're gonna be with open arms and take whatever display you showing them, but in real life, no. Sometimes you gotta be a dickhead. Facts, bro. Dickhead, bro. No point of being a nice guy no more. We was talking about that ad nauseum. Push. Women love a dickhead. Women love a guy to say, "Fuck no, you do it, man. Fuck out of here." They like it. Now here's the thing, because I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, because I know a lot of guys is in here, and y'all take tips from what we say, and I salute you, men. No shade, because that's what this is for, to make men better. It has to be real though. It has to come off real. Like if you really mean the contrary of "fuck out of here," she can sense that. Is what I'm saying. You cannot fake it. You really gotta have in your mind, bitch, fuck out of here. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Come on, yo. Like, man, shit and all that. Like regular shit. You can't be, I'm a force the fuck out of here. Cause I'm just telling you, even though they not logical, women can spot a fake a mile away. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's something you need to work on, or whatever, or just don't deal with them type of women, or whatever. It's ways around it. But I'm keeping it a buck. You have to really mean it and really live by it. Because women will be like, oh, you flipping the script? Now all of a sudden it's this? Oh, no. Like, they're going to call you on the carpet. And then again, there's a catch-22 because she'll leave you the fuck alone and you dodge the bullet with that crazy-ass chick. You know? So, do you either way. But what I'm pretty much saying is you can't fake stuff with these women. You got to really stand on purpose and really mean that shit. Because they'll know when you're trying too hard. Like, yo, he must have talked to one of his homies. Now all of a sudden, he got so much pride and morals. If you was carrying it, like, on some regular shit, they going to treat you on some regular shit. That's all they know you as. But if you really got the real, like, backbone and the real, you know what I mean, then they would appreciate it. Like, oh, shit, this nigga ain't. Like, yeah, like, real shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. We've been in here for 2.5 hours almost. Let's go like another 10 minutes. Cause I do want to charge my phone, y'all. I got damn, I'm losing shit. So y'all get y'all Jones in. And I'm going to catch up to y'all comments in the meantime. But 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Nice guys finish last. Yes, sir. Stop being nice to these chicks. Stop it. Y'all seen the videos. That was one of the topics of tonight, but I ain't going to spoil it because we're going to save all this stuff for the next live. Stop being nice to these hoes. Fuck that. They ain't nice to us. They tell us what it is. No matter how it feels, no matter, because we got that hard exterior and they know we can take it for the most. Some men can't take shit, but the average man's like, all right. So what's the point of, like, nah. Fuck that bullshit. Who let them, not mine. You probably was talking about something else. Yo, how far back am I on these comments? I'm sorry. At this point, I gotta make that a thing to get better with reading y'all stuff. It's just that y'all be saying some, I ain't gonna say profound, but y'all be saying some good shit and I react to it. Otherwise, I would just scroll through them and read them, but y'all know I do this shit for y'all, believe it or not. I know a lot of people on YouTube say that. I really mean it. I do this shit so y'all get y'all shit off. So when y'all put something out, I'm going to elaborate on it. If it's worthy of it, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get better with that though, cause I know this comment is this is like from 15 minutes ago. A woman called me bro 2 weeks ago. Yup, and she should be a memory by now. She should most certainly be a memory. Unless you used it in a playing way, or you know how you is with a girl, you joking, y'all joking. But I'm talking about just call you bro religiously. She should not be taken serious. She should not be taken serious, y'all. She shouldn't. Nope. One in the clouds. All right. Let me see something. God damn. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this. Nice guys be pumping up ego to these 6 out of 10s. Oh man, you done started some shit. Push. Push. You done started some shit. How about it? That's a whole topic within itself. Yes. Nice guys, also called simps, be pumping up women that are sixes and making them feel like tens. Yes. Fact. Fact. See, I'm getting to the newer ones now because it's too many. All right, there's some other stuff. Yeah, I said that. Um, Damn, bro, I can't even see your name. It's too many, like, but yeah, I blame weak motherfuckers for enabling narcissistic women. Yes, yes, this is what they do. I can't speak on it too much because the very next video I believe that I got coming out is on that. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. Like, be putting fucking bitches up on the pedestal that shouldn't even get your attention. She should be a 3 a.m. phone call at the most. I don't understand that. Yeah, you know queen, you go queen and all that, calling bitches queen and stuff. I'm like, you talking about this slut? I'm like, oh man, come on, bro. Xavier said the city about to get a chip. You talking about I'm the Sixers, bro? Or you talking about the Eagles? Or the Philly? You probably talk about the Sixers, right? That boy LeBron here. We ain't have enough time to talk about that. I made a little video on it though. Damn, shit getting deep. Shit getting deep, y'all. Keep it up. Leave her. All right, yeah, I caught up to everything. You talk real stuff, keep it up. That's all I could do, bro. Is keep it real, man. No matter how it come off, no matter if I look like if I look bitter, which I know I'm not, which I look like, if I look like an incel, which I know I'm not, whether I look like anything, y'all know I'll take the brunt for the greater good of men and society. I'll take the brunt. I could be called all them things, but trust me, ain't nothing dry about my dick. Not to be vulgar, not to be, but y'all know what I mean. So this ain't coming from a bitter place. This is coming from a real place. But I appreciate y'all for realizing that. What I am going to do though, y'all, is just about wrap this up because the rain getting harder and it's getting darker. Obviously, I'm glad y'all rocked out with your boy. We rocked out for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. So what more can we ask for, right? But I appreciate y'all for being in this joint. I really do. I'm serious about that. Unique, obviously, my day one, rocking out. Jay Netty brought it, bro. You got people in the comment section. I still got comments to get to. We ain't leaving. I'm just giving my shout outs and I'm gonna get to these last comments. Jay Netty, man, you got the comment section on fire. People like to. I don't like calling it the chat because it sounds generic at this point. I say the comment section. I'm old school, y'all. I'm so corny, ain't I? People be like the chat. Fuck all that chat shit. The comment section. Jay Netty, you had the comment section on fire. And I salute you, bro. I mean, you get more questions than I'm getting. I love it. It's like Jay Netty. That's my man though. Jay been rocking out with me the long way. I can't pronounce his name, but you brought it. Anonymous was in the building. G Thing, you brought it. Rich, as always. I don't know if Rick's still here, but he was definitely up in here. Tex, my guy. Taco, what's up? Push, what's the deal? Soul Mixable, I know you ain't bring a lot to the comment, but I don't care. I'm just glad you was here. Shout out to you. Donnie, as always. Black, Mr. McKnight, I appreciate you. Tyrone, I appreciate you. June, July, August, what's the deal? Omiri, Lamar, what's the deal? Linda was in here. Martin, Daniel, all y'all. Dre, what's up, bro? Dre came a little late, but at least he made it. Stay focused. Jenny. Slide Counter, Chris. Cole, Ron. Ron always up in here. I appreciate you, Ron. It don't go without noticing. Trust me. Will. Security Purpose. Xavier. Ark. Emore, as always, my Philly brother. Yusuf. Blaze Bradley, as always, and a cast of others. Mag Chicken of the like. Yo, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. We have made this live, which I didn't think was going to be too much, a success in my eyes, at least for me. I ain't hard to please. Y'all know that. Video coming out tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure when we going live next, but maybe it'll be a car live again. Where we at? Push that. I love your vids. I watch them every day. No cap, bro. It's people like you that make. It's people like you that make me do this, yo. I swear, this video, this channel is nothing without like the realness and the people giving me motivation to keep pressing record. I swear to you, it's been so many times, at least 3 times, where I say I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, not because I didn't want to do it or not because of anything, just life. Life be life. I go through stuff too, y'all. I'm going through something right now. But I respect each and every last one of y'all, and I think we formed camaraderie and a brotherhood. I really do respect you guys. I love you guys. This is not for clout. This is not for clicks. This is not for money. I don't get nothing out of this. I respect you guys. I rock with you guys. I really do. It started out as a hobby, but now it's almost a way of life. It's like barbecue at this point. It's nothing to press record and talk to y'all and to bring the realness. I'm going to leave y'all on that note. If I didn't get to your comment, I am sorry. Hit the like button if you haven't on your way out. I'm about to end this one, y'all. I got to. Until next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Look out for that video tomorrow. I'm going to end this live. Good night, y'all.